Hey everybody, it's Laurie Blomer here. It is Sunday, August 18th, 2024. Welcome to this week's card pull for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration. The tale that just went by is my grand cat Trevor. I'm pulling the cards from Brooklyn, New York. I'm helping my daughter and my son-in-law move, so I'm just taking a break here to do the card pull. If you've joined me watching these videos before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. I like to pull a card at the beginning of the week for the purpose of just spiritual reflection, spiritual inspiration. I like to call it a helpful lens through which to observe the week's experiences for the purpose of development, growth as a person, and spiritual growth. I work with different card decks just depending on which one I feel moved to work with this week. I brought with me to New York the Rider-Waite deck. Here's the front cover of the box. Needs a better box than that, but at any rate. By the way, this is called the Rider-Waite deck. The only reason it's called Radiant is because the colors are a little bit more enhanced. That's the reason why it's a prettier deck, if you will. But at any rate, as I'm talking, I'm shuffling, and I'm just going to pull one card, and I'm going to share with you what jumps out to me that I'm going to grab onto this week for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration. And I encourage you to do the same. Look at the card in the context of your own life, on what you know you're going to be working on or wanting to accomplish this week. That might be really helpful. If you have your own card deck, pull an additional card as kind of a clarifier or for additional information. And ooh, we have a jumper. A jumper is when you pull a card out and you're shuffling and one just falls out. And the one we have is the King of Cups. All right, who is the King of Cups? He is, first of all, a king. Cups is about emotion and intuition. Court cards are about characters, either ourselves or others in our lives. But the King of Cups is an interesting character. In many ways, he is considered to be a leader who is has high analytical abilities, but is also one that's considered to be emotionally evolved and emotionally sensitive as well. They say with the King of Cups that sometimes still waters run deep, meaning, in other words, he may be a wonderful humanitarian, a wonderful supporter of other people, and maybe an extremely sensitive person as well, but he might be one whom, let's see, his emotions may be hidden. He might keep them to himself. So some people find them a little bit inscrutable in that there's lots going on, but they're not necessarily sharing. So it's an interesting point of inspiration. One of the things I'm going to take away from this is, first of all, you can lead with the heart. Sometimes people think leadership is all about sort of analytical, almost cold decision making for the purpose of making a good, balanced, clear intellectual decision. But all intellectualism doesn't necessarily lead to being a charismatic leader, or one who's able to influence others. It's helpful to be able to show compassion as a leader, charisma as a leader, and also show that you understand people. So when I say this person is a leader, he's also considered to be a real humanitarian. It might be this week, if you're called into a leadership role, it might be, let me rule not only from the head, but also from the heart. Let me make other people feel understood. Let me find a way to connect with them emotionally. But this also may be a call to say, maybe I need to share a little bit more about what's going on in my head and my heart. So if I'm inclined to be a little bit more private, this might be a good week to take a risk and share that. Share what's on my heart as well. Give people some insight on what's going on within you. Those are just a few takeaways. There's a lot more to the King of Cups, and you're welcome to look him up online, or if you have a tarot book, see what other inspiration you glean from the King of Cups. It's also interesting to mention that when court cards come up, they can represent ourselves or other people. So it might be someone in your life who is the King of Cups, might play a significant role in your life. So it's something to sort of pay attention to this week. So there you go. Thank you for watching. My name's Laurie Blomer. My website is laurieblomer.com. My email address is laurieblomerpsychic@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you. Would love to work with you. And thank you again for watching, and I hope you have an inspired week.